When I was 19, I traveled to the African country of Ghana to teach first grade at an economic development school. It was located in this poor neighborhood on the coast called Facundo. And if you can picture it, the school had dirt floors and benches and no walls. In some areas, no roof, no electricity, no plumbing, and it flooded every time it rained. So the kids would have to get to school and use brooms to sweep all of the water out of their classrooms. Smoke from the burning trash dump down the hill always drifted into the classroom. I had 30 students ranging from the ages of 6 to 8. And never having been a teacher before, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know how to manage them. But I did my best to teach math, English, reading, grammar, even computer science. Charlotte was by far the brightest student in that class. She even helped teach some of the other kids how to read. And she wasn't there the last day I was in the country, so I didn't get to see her because she was at home sick with probably malaria. So I didn't get to say goodbye. The headmaster at the school told me that he often shared his lunch with her because she didn't have the money to bring her own. She actually owed the school a lot of money in tuition. I don't know what Charlotte's doing now, but I was so touched by the headmaster's story and how much she excelled at school that when I left the school, I left all the money I had behind to pay for her tuition. The story I just told you is an example of something called the Mother Teresa effect, which means that we are more likely to buy into something when we hear a story about a specific person. Stories, as you probably know, are a very powerful way to connect with others because they make it easier for us to imagine ourselves in someone else's shoes. They make struggles more relatable and they make circumstances more concrete. This has something to do with the concreteness tactic, which is something I teach my clients, women entrepreneurs, to use to get others to buy in. If I had ended that story with a request for you to donate to Charlotte's tuition fund, I would be a lot more successful in persuading you than if I had said something like, private schools in Western Africa offer some of the best opportunities for students to get the education they need to become leaders in their country, but they often can't afford their tuition. On top of that, they need uniforms to attend school. Can you help me pay for some school uniforms? When I got back to the US, I did use stories like Charlotte's to raise money to send back to the school. It was the concreteness tactic and the Mother Teresa effect in action. I'm Micah Larsen, and I help women entrepreneurs feel confident, be taken seriously, and get buy-in. Take my 5-question quiz at the link in the video description.